And my actual eyesight is there, the high drive, deep center, go, 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 we're out of here, say ya, playa.
Just like they drew it up in Hollywood, Caladros, the 3-2, swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons! And this is it for good! The Audubon Green Wave are back in the Final Four! A gold pile on their side!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DW Broadcasting's coverage of men's varsity.
From our entire crew, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, folks.
Happy Saturday morning and welcome to some cross-conference action here on the girls basketball side from the Collingswood High School gym right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting for some Saturday morning action between the Pitman Panthers and the Collingswood Panthers. Some Panther-on-Panther action as Pitman will play their last non-tournament game of the regular season this morning, and Collingswood still has a lot on their plate as the legendary coach with over 450 career wins, Nancy O'Neill, has 5 more games after today on the schedule. One of them will be a DWB feature versus Maple Shade on Valentine's Day, February 14th. We're going to get ready to introduce the starting lineups in just a moment, but these two teams are either at 500 or below it. Collingswood is at 6-13 on this campaign, and right now they are sitting at the 11th spot in South Jersey Group 2. Pitman right now 10-10, and they are the 11th seed in South Jersey Group 1. We're going to direct our attention to the court, and we'll keep it here for more Collingswood and Pitman girls basketball. Enjoy the show.
Now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Panthers of Pitman. At guard, number 30, sophomore, Anna Vizzacaro. At guard, number 13, sophomore, Audrey Duffield. At forward, number 32, junior, Jessica Brett. At guard, number 12, senior, Evelyn Wisely. And at forward, number 20, senior captain, Maya Valari. Head coach of the Pitman Panthers is Carissa Westcott, assisted by Heather Valari. And now the starting lineup for your Panthers of Collingswood. At forward, number 21, freshman Tatum Hinson. At guard, number 25, junior Peyton Ryan. At guard, number 32, junior captain Piper Wright. At guard, number 4, junior captain Ronnie McSweeney. And at guard, number 5, senior captain Allie Rudio. Head coach of Collingswood is Nancy O'Neill, assisted by Karen Lachey and Michael McEwen. The NJSIAA requires officials to enforce all rules regarding unsportsmanlike conduct by coaches and players. There will be no tolerance for negative behavior such as taunting, trash talking, and verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion. Such behavior will result in being ejected from this event. All participants must respect the game and respect their opponents. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and student body of Collingswood High School, we wish to remind you that good sportsmanship is a major part of this contest, and each of us should make every effort to promote this goal. Now we ask all who are able to please stand, remove your hats and caps, face the flag and honor America and our servicemen and veterans abroad and at home by the playing of our national anthem, sung by the Collingswood Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
say, that was a bit of an interesting order, the way they did things. Usually what we do back in Audubon is we do the sportsmanship statement, and then we do the national anthem, and then starting lineups. But always good to see a little bit of a shake-up. But Pitman at this year, 10-10. This is their final regular season game of the 2023-24 season. They play Kingsway on Monday at Kingsway in the first round of the Tri-County tournament in Flight A. And after that, they will, if they win, they will see a second-round opponent as well on a later date. But for Collingswood, they're kind of a scheduling guru when it comes to this kind of act. Because right now, even though Kingsway is the final game for Pitman, Collingswood's just getting started. They are 5 games out from the last game of their regular season so far, as we're going to have 32 minutes of South Jersey basketball cross-conference play right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. The tip is up, and Pitman has the first possession of the afternoon. So they play Pitman right now for Collingswood, and then they will play Mapleshade at home on the 14th, Gloucester on the road, Lower Cape May on the road, and Kings Christian at home on the 19th, just a couple of days shy of that first-round playoff game for the NJSIAA bracket. Ball is tipped, but Collingswood hangs on to the possession. First shot of the game is up and no good. Rebounded by number 30, Anna Fizicaro. That shot goes, and it's a three-pointer for Pitman. So Anna Fizicaro makes it 3-zip Pitman to start this one. Rolls it out to the left. Bounce pass. Shot does not go. Bit of a scramble in the paint. Who got the last touch on that one? It will be Collingswood who gets the ball. Foul. That's going to be charged against Audrey Duffield of Pitman. And we're going to have our first. So it will be Tayden Hinson going to the line, misses the first. Second one goes, 3-1. Goes to Fizicaro. And that pass goes into the second row. And that bounce pass almost got taken away, but Fizicaro hangs onto it. Bounce pass into the corner. Taken in by Wisely. Fizicaro, no good. Shot was just a little bit short. Air ball. Pitman gets the rebound with Maya Villari. Now Fizicaro cuts it back to number 32, Jessica Beats. A nice pass up the middle, but no good. And a relatively calm defensive package, too. Just didn't have that strong of a contest. They needed to get themselves in a better rhythm. With possession, it's number 5, Ali Rudio. But Fizicaro gets it back for the Panthers. Stops and starts, but it's going to be called a walk. Rudio has it for Pitman, or rather for Collingswood. Fizicaro guarding. Passes it out to Riley McSweeney. And now back, and no good for Hinson. Rebound by number 20, Maya Velarde. Low-scoring contest so far, 3-1, 3 minutes into this one, and that one goes out to the Collingswood bench. Fizicaro has it. That'll be a kicked ball violation, or at least I thought it was. No, and it will be. It'll be against Collingswood. So Evelyn Wisely has it, passes it from 3. Good. Knocks it down from distance from Maya Velarde. And that makes it 6-1 in favor of Pitman. You know, I realize I can't say the Panthers because both of these teams are actually called the Panthers. It's actually, funny enough, the most common team name in all of New Jersey. We did some sort of a poll or some sort of chart for DWB a couple of months ago, and it was the most common team names in New Jersey, and the Panthers took the cake. They had 16 total. I think the Lions were up there as well, and the Eagles, especially considering our proximity to Philadelphia. That shot goes for Pitman, 8-1. Collingswood will take a timeout, and we will too. 4:12 left to the play. Left to play in the first quarter. Pitman out to an early 7-point lead. We'll be right back. Pitman in favor of the visitors in this first quarter as Nancy O'Neill called a timeout to talk things over with her gals. But remember, Nancy O'Neill is a legendary coach for Collingswood. Only 6 wins this year, but a grand total of 450 wins in her illustrious career, and that includes sectional championships in 2007 and 2008. You know, Collingswood has not won a state championship for the girls since the 85-86 season way back in the day. But, you know, that was almost 40 years ago since Collingswood last won a state championship. And they had a couple sectional championships in the 80s, 83 and 84, 85 and 86. And then you can fast forward all the way to 07-08, the last time they took a sectional championship home. Rebound on the offensive side by Pitman, but Collingswood picks it up. Number 4, Riley McSweeney has this one, passes it to number 14. Which would be Nora Roseborough, the freshman. Bounce pass from Peyton Ryan, and a 3-ball, good. So Riley McSweeney drills it, and it's 8-4. And here comes a steal and a chance for a big swing, but the foul is called before she can get a basket off, and McSweeney fouled by the orange and white.
Fouls number 30 of Pitman and Fizicaro, her first, team second.
So Pitman Collingswood after the 3 cuts the lead down to 8-4. Bounce pass off the inbound and good from Peyton Ryan. That's good basketball right there. You know, sometimes, and Collingswood's going to get the steal as well, as this one is deflected back to McSweeney. Bounced into the corner for Roseboro. Passed from Piper Wright. Back to Peyton Ryan. A high pass almost went awry from the top of the key is airballed. And rebound by Maya Valari. Here comes a bounce pass and barely keeping it in. A nice effort there from Audrey Duffield. And a travel will be called. And there's going to be another walk called. So really back and forth game so far, but Pitman has held the lead since the tip, and Collingswood has been very slowly using turnovers to claw their way back into this one. From the top of the key, that is good from Fizicaro. And that'll make it 10-6. Just over a minute left in this first quarter as Pitman reaches the double-digit mark. This one goes into the corner for Peyton Ryan. Rolls past the baseline, and that one goes out with a pass intended for Nora Roseboro. Pitman off of a nice inbound. Collingswood's going to hang on to it. Nora Roseboro had the last touch, so Pitman will hang on to possession. Fizicaro off the inbound. Tried to keep it in play. Collingswood gets possession back. Well, that's the benefit of a quiet gym. You don't need to mic up anybody to hear some words fly. But a Saturday morning, you know, just a couple minutes shy of noon. Not too much action here in the Collingswood gym. We're going to have a scramble and a shoulder to the face of Peyton Ryan, and it will result in a jump ball. A big hit for Ryan off of Jessica Bretz. So we'll have just over 30 seconds to play in the first quarter with Collingswood trailing by 4. It'll be inbounded by Peyton Ryan. To Wright, or rather to Rudio, excuse me. Peyton Ryan in trouble, gets out of the three-point zone. From the logo, passed to Rudio. Roseboro cuts to the right from the top of the key, no good. You got 10 seconds to get a play here. Now 3 seconds, they'll have time for a heave. From three-point land, no good. Wouldn't have counted anyway. That shot was barely after the buzzer, and in a low-scoring first quarter, Pitman leads Collingswood 10-6. They've led every moment so far. We'll be right back after this. Apologies about that, folks. Start of the second quarter. It is 10-6 in favor of Pitman as a pass intended for Fizzacaro goes halfway up the bleachers. Inbounded by Collingswood. Rudio has it. Blocked by Fizzacaro, who's going to hang on to it and taking a fall is Pitman's number 30, but that will be called a foul on Pitman. Oh, excuse me, on Collingswood. Nice swing to get out of the jam. From 3, no good. But a good pass, though, from Audrey Duffield. And a good attempt, but just didn't get it. 10-6. Pass is deflected, but Collingswood hangs on to the possession. Up and no good. Nice pass up the middle, now going into the corner for 3, no good, a little long. From Maya Villari. Here comes the breakaway from Fizzacaro. No trouble getting that basket, 12-6. You know, that's something about Pitman girls basketball that has always been very nice with how they play. And they always seem to have one step ahead of everybody in how they play their fast breaks and their breakaways. And an efficient scorer like Fizzacaro, I mean, the Fizzacaro family, they've got 2 varsity starters, because don't forget, last night we were in Pitman, and Mike Fizzacaro was one of the leading scorers for the Panthers over the Overbrook Rams in our DWB feature from Pitman last night. Wright checks in for Collingswood. But as we said, you know, out of the coaches that we have seen, you know, these legendary coaches with hundreds of wins, Nancy O'Neill is actually top 10 in all-time leading women's basketball wins leaders all-time in South Jersey. Of course, there's Lisa Gadaka of Gloucester Catholic still active, and then out of active coaches, she is 4th on the list. As we said, Lisa Gadaka with 686 wins, and then you also have Tommy Mulligan of Haddon Township with 635. Steve DePatry, formerly of Sacred Heart, but now with Wildwood Catholic, now with 552. And then Nancy O'Neill's down there with 450 wins and 343 losses in her career, lasting 33 years. And down the list you go. Your next active coach is 12th on the list, Anthony Corrado of Rancocas Valley, with a 407-189 record over the past 20 years. We're going to have a foul called, and it's going to be on Pitman. Tatum Hinson goes to the line.
Team's first of the quarter. Tatum Hinson is on the line, shooting 2. Peyton Ryan checks into the game, replacing Kennedy Castle.
Ryan checks in for Collingswood. Both foul shots go, and actually, no, excuse me, one of 2 go, and it is 12-7. Pitman on the inbound. Needs to get a pass off here. And under the 5-second pressure, she lets a pass fly, and it goes to the Pitman bench. Roseboro has this one trapped in the corner. Back to three-point land. And we are going to have a walk. Pitman calls a timeout. Let's take a look at what Pitman's dealing with in the Tri-County Classic Division right now. As they stand, they're 10-10 in their divisional this year. And what's important for Pitman in the Tri-County Classic is that they're going to be looking at a tough road ahead, especially in that Tri-County Classic, in the Tri-County tournament. But sorry about that. We had some trouble getting the graphic up. But again, Gloucester Catholic with that elite coach and legendary coach, Lisa Gadecka. You've also got Wildwood and Clayton down there. Pitman is fourth in the division. Salem and Salem Tech rounded out. And as we said, look, they've got 4 teams that are 500 or above. Salem and Salem Tech are the only ones that are not in that category. And it's going to be an interesting challenge for Pitman as they look at the PowerPoints ahead in their final regular season game of the year. Pitman takes the inbound. Half-court trap. And Pitman calls the timeout. Pitman called the timeout before travel could be called. So that's smart right there. They realized the danger that they were in and ended up getting out of the jam. 4:52 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this. 12-7 in favor of the visitors. We'll be right back. Just under 5 minutes to play in the second quarter right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. It is the Pitman Panthers 12, the Collingswood Panthers 7. As we approach the halftime juncture, this one goes to Brett's. Bounce pass, a very slow bounce pass, but it goes to Brett's. Goes back to Duffield. Duffield in the corner. The pass is bounced and a hard fall. Hard fall for Peyton Ryan. Hopefully she is okay. So they will call the foul on Pitman. 2 fouls each in the second quarter. What has been a relatively tame game in terms of fouls and defense and all the rest of it. Hinson cuts to the left, gets blocked. Jillian Logren goes in for it. 2 Collingswood players go for a scramble, and they'll get called for a walk. Sometimes that communication is going to be key where you don't know which player is going to go for a ball. You don't know which player is going to challenge or contest that. One-handed lob pass by Bretts. Another hard fall, and a 3 doesn't go. Roseboro to Hinson. Back beyond the arc to Peyton Ryan. Bounce pass to Logan, and she's got it. So that makes it a 3-point game, 12-9. Brett's beyond the arc. Nice pass to Fizzacaro. Oh, she takes a... Oof. She takes a stumble and a foul. Hopefully she is okay. That's number 20, Maya Velarde, the senior captain. This Pitman roster, though, is made up of 2 sophomores, junior, and 2 seniors. That lone junior being Jessica Bretz, and the 2 sophomores, Anna Fizzacaro and Audrey Duffield. Collingswood takes this one in. Peyton Ryan on the inbound. Taken in from McSweeney. Nice pass to get out of the coverage, and a foul from the backside will go against the Panthers. They'll be on the verge of the bonus as Lofgren goes to the line. She'll try to make this a 1-point game if she knocks down both. No. So Wisely checks out. Rollins checks in for Pitman. Let's make this a 2-point game. And it goes. You know, we talk about free-throw line distractions and sometimes how the student section gets involved and everything like that. But the only thing I heard when she went to the line was a can of Coke opening. I don't know if my mic picked that up, but that was the only sound that this gym made. So it is 12-10 as Collingswood breaks the double-digit mark in this first half. It's been a relatively low-scoring game so far. You know, I think the defense has been pretty good, but there's been a lot of problems with turnovers. You know, I think with how both of these teams play, it's been a good game, but at the same time, you have to wonder, you know, how can these teams avoid the turnover? As this game is tied, so Piper Wright, also a softball pitcher for the Panthers, getting herself some action here in the second quarter as she takes a fall but hangs onto it. Rollins, a pass to Duffield. Back to Bretz. Brett's into the corner for Fizzacaro. No good. Up and no good. 2 minutes to play and a half. Pitman takes it. Three, no good, a little long. On the miss from number 20, Maya Velarde. Don't forget, folks, we'll be back here in the Collingswood Gym on Wednesday, February 14th, for some lovely basketball between Maple Shade and Collingswood. See what I did there? Some out-of-conference play, again, is instead of the Tri-County facing the Colonial, it's the Colonial facing the Burlington County League as the Wildcats square off against the Panthers. There comes the breakaway and transition from Pitman from the top of the key. No good. And a foul. And it is going to be against Pitman, which will give Collingswood that bonus. Foul's going to be on Fizzacaro. So that will give Pitman their 5th foul of the quarter. And remember, with the new rule, that does bring them the bonus. So Peyton Ryan goes to the line for the first shots from the bonus tonight. First shot. Oh, so close, does not go. And don't forget, folks, the boys and girls playoffs start on Wednesday, February 21st. We'll have 3 days of playoffs, whether it will be on DWB or whatnot. We're probably going to have 2 broadcasts on DWB, and then we will have one public address game for Audubon, as they have locked up a home game for the groups 1 and 3. Groups 2 and 4 will play for boys and girls in the first round on Wednesday the 21st. Groups 1 and 3 will play on Thursday the 22nd. And then on Friday the 23rd, it will be the non-public game. So for us, that's basically just Gloucester Catholic in the South Jersey non-public B tournament. But of course, very excited for baseball season to start. Just about 50 days away, really. And actually, for us, it's even less than that because we have 15 days until Rutgers-Camden. Shot's going to be waved off as she got a little too nice on the Euro step, and Euro step brought her around the world and for a travel. Brett's on the hefty inbound. Is anyone going to touch it? It will not, and it will go into the garage over there. They've got some sort of open door with equipment and whatnot, and coolers. So actually, because the ball never hit any other player, the clock never started. So we are still at 59.2. Just under a minute left, 13-12, Collingswood. Bounce pass. We're going to have a scramble and a jump ball. See, that's what I don't understand. If you're going to call it a jump ball, you should actually do the jump ball like they do in the NBA. I don't know if they do it in college, but it depends on the possession era. It depends on who they think would have won the actual jump ball by using the possession era. 3-ball doesn't go from the corner by Hinson. But that's just more of a judgment call that sometimes can lead to a lot of confusion and frustration. So what you should do is you should settle it by actually having a real jump ball and running the play from there. Never understood the possession era. I just think it should be do it for real. Under 30 seconds. Looks like Pitman gets the last touch. Pitman gets possession from Duffield. Wide open. Missed. That's painful. A wide open layup missed by Rollins. Now just a hair under 10 seconds left. 9.8.
The foul is on number 1 for Rollins, her first. Pitman is over the limit. Collingswood is in the bonus. Shooting 2 is Peyton.
On the bonus for Collingswood after the foul. Peyton Ryan will go to the line again for 2. No good. Feeling a little breeze in here. Oh, they've got the windows open. I didn't think you were allowed to have the windows open because this is an indoor event. You got to think a gust of wind comes in, causes an air ball. I don't know.
A little fresh air in the gym is a good thing.
I guess so. 7 seconds left. Villari in double traffic. That will go out of bounds, and the clock will stop with 1.8. 2 seconds left. They'll have time for a heave unless they call this one right. Pitman will break. No. Gets denied from the three-point line, and that will bring us to the break. A low-scoring first half, 14-12 after 2. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers who'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, counter Welcome to the third quarter here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting between the Pitman Panthers and the Collingswood Panthers. 14-12, a low-scoring first half so far here from CHS at the Collingswood High School gym. It's been a good Saturday afternoon, some nice breezes rolling in and from the open windows that they've got outside, and it's a fun game to have this afternoon. I'm Dan Wilkins here with my producer Donna, and we'll have 16 more minutes to play in South Jersey out-of-conference basketball here this afternoon. This broadcast is brought to you by Garden State Pet Center, the place to be for the most organic pet products that you and your family need, including toys, food, cages, accessories, and more. Visit today on 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, or visit online anytime at exoticpetsnj.com. They are open 7 days a week in person, which I think is pretty interesting, you know. I don't see a lot of places these days, a lot of small businesses that are open 7 days a week, as that one misses on the first shot of the half. But part of it might be because it's pet food and it's pet accessories that you might need. You might need dog food on a Sunday and you can't wait until Monday.
Especially if they have special requirements.
Exactly. So big shout out to Victor Santucci. He's been a longtime partner of DWB, and we are happy to have him on board. Shot misses. Piper Wright goes up, or rather McSweeney, and that'll be a jump ball. Still no baskets here in this second half. A big swing, doesn't get it. Up and no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Bretz heaves it in. She's got an aggressive inbound, man. Like, she just takes the ball in one hand and just drills it and just, like, heaves it like a bullet to whoever's nearest. That's going to be a foul and double trouble. That ball goes out of bounds after the steal. Pitman will take it in. Mike Fizicaro on Pitman's men's basketball team wears number 12, but that is instead, that is number 12 for Collingswood, which is not on our roster. So I apologize for any confusion. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That is Evelyn Wisely. I was looking at number 12 for Collingswood, not number 12 for Pitman. So a little laughing moment there between the two coaches. They got something mixed up and they shared a laugh. I mean, these two teams have great respect for each other, and Nancy O'Neill has a great understanding of respect for the game. She's been coaching Collingswood basketball for the past 33 years, and like we said, she has 450 career wins for the 33 years that she's been coaching here. And she's had dozens of assistant coaches over the years, but the most important thing of all is that she has amassed this legacy of girls basketball. You know, Collingswood boys and girls were excellent in the late 2000s. They won the sectional championship in 2008, and so did the boys in 08 and 2010. And they had 3 straight conference titles in 08, 09, and 2010. Actually, no, they had 4 in a row, 08, 09, 2010, and 2011. I apologize, but they've had an excellent track record on both sides of the spectrum. That is no good. On the attempt by Valari, the captain, goes into the corner for Roseboro, swings it to the right side, and she will get fouled. This broadcast is brought to you by Tommy D's Home Improvement. Visit today for wholesale kitchen cabinets and countertops at heavily discounted rates compared to big box retailers. Visit today on 612 Creek Road on the corner of Creek and Harding Avenue next to the 42 on-ramp in Belmar. 5:17 to play in the third. Goes into the corner for Roseboro. Passes it out, but it gets missed. Fizzacaro is going to pick it up. Can she get the basket? Yes, she can. It's a tie game, 14-all. And shockingly enough, almost 3 minutes into the third quarter, that is the first basket from either side in the second half. Peyton Ryan brings it to Roseboro. Big fall for Peyton Ryan.
Number 12, Evelyn Wisely, her fourth, team started the quarter. Rollins checks into the game, replacing
Rollins checks in for Pitman. Taken in by Fizzacaro. Lays it in. She's been the leading scorer tonight for the Panthers. Lays it up. No good. Rebound by Duffield. Three. Air ball by Bretts. That'll be out of bounds. 16-14 in favor of Pitman. The first lead that they've had since that second quarter, early in the second quarter after they jumped out to an 8-1 lead. Collingswood slowly crawled their way back, and by the halftime break, they were in the lead. Back to Roseboro. Roseboro cuts to the right, gets around, or is trying to get around Rollins. To Hinson. She will not go up with it now to a nice basket. So Piper Wright ties the game at 16 apiece. Up and good.
That's 2 points for Maya Valari.
So Maya Valari breaks the stalemate, and now a foul as looks like Piper Wright got hit in the nose.
The foul is on number 20, Maya Valari, her first, team's fourth.
So Pitman is in the bonus zone. One more foul, and that will send Collingswood to the line for 2 for the remainder of the quarter. But as I said before, I actually do like this new foul rule for basketball. It pertains more to the NBA as here comes a scramble. Back-to-back turnovers as now Pitman hangs on to the possession with Duffield, lobs it up to Bretts, and it's good. And Collingswood will call time. We'll take a quick break. 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. Pitman jumps out to their biggest lead in the second half, 20-16. 2:38 remaining in the third, here from Collingswood High School, home of the Panthers. But guess who are also the visitors? The Panthers. O'Neal backtracks from the timeout. Will be Collingswood ball off the inbound, 2:38 to play. This broadcast is brought to you by Vincent's Lawn Care as we break from the winter months and move on to the spring and summer. Get your lawn taken care of by Vincent Folk, serving the Camden County area since 2022. Call today, 609-413-0403 for weekly care, bi-weekly care, or anytime for any occasion. That one goes from Hinson, and that makes it 20-18. Blocked. Blocked by Jillian Logren from three. Good from the corner from Kennedy Castle. Kennedy Castle gets a three ball from the corner to go, and it's a Collingswood lead again, 21-20. Up, no good. She's going to do it again. No, she does not, but very close. Three. No good. Foul on Pitman, and that will get the bonus. So Piper Wright goes to the line for two after the bonus. 1:20 to play in the third to give Collingswood a 3-point lead if she makes both. No. Still can make it 22-20 on this. No good. Couldn't drill both. Couldn't drill either. Brett has it. Brett's bounce pass to Valari on the layup, and he is fouled on her way up.
Foul on Collingswood is on number 32, Piper Wright. Her first, team's second.
And they will call it a shooting foul. So Valari will go to the line for two. To tie the game? Yes. 21-21. No more bets, no more bets. That's a 22, and it's going to give Collingswood a late 1-point lead. Or at least I think that was the right joke. I kind of lobbed that one up there. I don't know if I got that one right, but obviously I'm not old enough to go in casinos yet. Pitman on the breakaway. They almost had the ball knocked out of their hands, but they hung on to it. Nice bounce pass from Fizzacaro. Good awareness from Rollins to hang on to it. A bounce pass into the three-point land by Brett. They've got 15 seconds left. They've got a 1-point lead to hang on to in this third quarter. They had an open gal and a foul on Pitman. So that will bring Collingswood back to the line for McSweeney. Allie Rudio goes to the line, not McSweeney. 5.1 on the clock. First shot does not go. Needs one more to tie this game at 22 apiece in the third quarter. No good. But on the putback, doesn't get it, and it will go out of bounds. Will be Pitman ball with 1.3 seconds left. Heaves it to half court, and that will end the third quarter. I think she wanted to get a shot off, but she just didn't have the time. 22-21, as Collingswood did not hit either shot from the line. We'll have 8 minutes to play in regulation. 1-point game in favor of the visitors. Let's take a look before we start this fourth quarter at what Collingswood is dealing with in the Colonial Patriot Division, because with their 6-13 record, they still have some good teams in their circles, and with that, Audubon and Gateway currently are sharing the lead in the division, as that ball does not go. Paulsboro at 7-12, Collingswood at 6-13, Gloucester at 5-17, and Lindenwold at 6-12 as we approach the end of the regular season. On the Euro, no good. And it looks like Brett's had the last touch, so Collingswood will hold on to it. Good defense to prevent the shot, but Collingswood will not turn the ball over. Hanging on to it. Foul called on Pitman, rather.
Foul on Pitman's Audrey Duffield, her third, team's first of the quarter.
So with a 1-point lead for Pitman, they're going to have to hang on to this one for 7 more minutes, as Hinson on the inbound passes it to Wright. The 3-sport athlete, also a field hockey player in the fall and a softball pitcher in the spring. Pass went into the corner, intended for Casper the Friendly Ghost, and that will go out of play for a turnover. Pitman will get the possession back with, number 12, which is Evelyn Wisely. Up, no good. And that's good by Collingswood to give them the lead. A big slide from Fizzicaro. She hangs on to the possession, gives it to Duffield. Fizzicaro from the top of the key. Air ball. Pitman saves it, but not long enough to keep the play alive. Passes it out to Wright. She'll go from 3. No good. Up. Oh, no good. They almost got a third chance out of it. Here comes the breakaway for Duffield. She goes up. No good. And Fizzicaro is going to have the last touch, so it will be Collingswood ball. 5:17 left in the fourth. Oh, here we go. For Duffield, breakaway, good. And that gives Pitman the lead again, 24-23. Pitman's going to get the possession back, saving it just long enough for Duffield to feed it to Bretts to heave down the floor. Back to Bretts, back to Duffield in the corner. Steps back. No good. Rebound. Wow. Thought we would have seen a walk call there. Now a bounce pass to Hinson. No good. Rebound by Fizzicaro. But Collingswood is going to get the ball back. An unenthusiastic, almost apologetic steal right there. Just over 4 minutes left. That goes out of bounds. No foul. And a timeout's going to be called by Pitman. We'll take a quick break. 4:09 left in the fourth. 24-23 in favor of the visitors. Just a smidge over 4 minutes remaining in regulation. 24-23. Here comes the layup from Hinson, and it's good to again retake the lead. This second half has just been back and forth. No team has been out to a lead greater than 4 points since the start of the third quarter. That ball gets knocked out. And Collingswood gets the ball back. Heaves it to Ryan. Pitman trying to force the ball out, and they do, but it's going to be out of bounds. It's a good call there to just kind of trap him at any point, force him into a bad situation, and that's exactly what they did. Going up, no good. Pitman gets the board and falls down on the push.
Number 11, Kennedy Castle, her third, team's first quarter. Riley McSweeney checks back in the 8, replacing Kennedy Castle.
Goes to Duffield, cuts to the right. Ball gets intercepted in the paint. Gets it up the middle. No good. Rebound by Bretz. She's going to get the breakaway to Valari, and she is fouled on her way up. Had the play in transition, just got cut short.
Number 21.
And they will send.
Her first team's second on the line, shooting 2 for Pitman is Maya.
Yeah, they will send Maya Valari to the line. Could tie the game with this shot right here. And it's good, 25 all. Well, how about this for a paradox? 25-25 with 2:50 left in the ball game. That's good, 26-25. Bounce pass to Hinson. Hinson still beyond the arc, goes to Ryan. Ryan for the top of the key. I was going to say, why don't you take that shot? And she will. And she will miss. And Pitman will pick up the rebound with Fizzicaro. 2:25 left. Still trying to hang on to it, and now a foul is called. I think that was Collingswood's kind of sole intention there to get out of that situation as quickly as possible, and that's exactly what she did. Nice pass to get out of the situation in traffic. Now to Bretz. Bretz has a shot in the corner, but she doesn't see it. Bretz, 3. Good! And that gives them a 4-point lead with under 2 minutes left. 29-25. That ball gets smacked out of her hands, and it'll go out of play. It will be a blue ball for Collingswood. Bounce pass after the blue ball. It'll go to Wright, who brings it to Ryan. I think they've got to get something going here. You've got 90 seconds now. Get something rolling here. Cuts to the left, and she is fouled. That'll be the second foul on Pitman. And again, Collingswood is on the bonus brink, the brink of the bonus, if you will. As they are one foul away from sending Pitman to the line and possibly icing this game. Up. No good. So Pippin called the timeout. 1:17 remaining in the fourth quarter. 4-point lead for the Panthers. We'll be right back after this. In the final moments of the fourth quarter, Pitman leads by 4. Collingswood gets the steal. Peyton Ryan's going to hang on to it. And Nancy O'Neill calls a timeout. We will take one more break. 1:08, 29-25 left in the fourth. One minute, 8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Collingswood 4 points out. Inbound by Collingswood, brings it right away. Wasting no time at all here. Collingswood gonna hang on to it. Heaves it to Hinson. Hinson from the top of the key, no good. Hangs onto it for an offensive board. Gets out of the jam in triple coverage. Goes back to right with 45 seconds left. Peyton Ryan gets fouled. Timeout by Nancy O'Neill. I didn't realize how many timeouts they had left. 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. 41.6 left in the fourth quarter. 29-25 in favor of Pitman. Don't forget our next broadcast. We'll be back here on Wednesday, the 14th, versus the Maple Shade Wildcats and the Collingswood Panthers. 41 seconds left. From 3. That's short. Put back. Hinson. No! And Pitman's going to get the ball back. They've got 5-on-4. Collingswood's going to have to foul. But Collingswood gets it back without a foul. Bounce pass to Wright. I think you need a 3 here. Exactly. No, that's wide left. Collingswood gets the offensive board. They still have possession. Wright's going to have time for another. Peyton Ryan from 3. That's short. Second, maybe third or fourth chance. They've got 8 seconds left. That's good. Her foot was on the line, I think. It's not. No, it is a 2-point basket. Hold on here. Nobody called a timeout. I don't think anybody else had a timeout remaining. They didn't have time for Pitman to get the ball inbounded because the clock does not stop like it does in the NBA with under 2 minutes left. It only stops when a timeout is called or when there is a foul or a timeout or whatever. So 29-27. Pitman takes down Collingswood on the road. Pitman improves to 11-10 on the campaign as they face Kingsway on Monday in Flight A of the Tri-County Tournament. Collingswood still has 4 more regular season games left, including a DWB feature versus Maple Shade on February 14th. From everybody here at Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, my social media coordinator, Anthony DePalma, our graphics crew, Gavin Van Rel, Caleb Lane, and Liam Nolan, my producer, Donna Wilkins, I'm Dan Wilkins. We will see you on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. 29-27 in favor of Pitman. Have a good one, folks.